someone says, God, it's ugly here. But the mood is fragile. It's very, very easy for other people to say, that's just you. You don't like the walkie-talkie in London. You don't like downtown Frankfurt. You don't like, parts of, I don't know, LA or something. But that's your fault because you're a snob or you're a reactionary or something like this. So what's disappeared is any sense of a canon of taste, any sense that there's a process by which a good decision could be reached. And it's in such contrast, for example, to technology. I mean, think of mobile phones. We live in an ecosystem that is so rife with reviewing culture, where people will review a mobile phone and will say, the buttons on the left, it's a little bit tricky, but, that lovely little light that's, we know how to be aesthetically conscious and how to translate that, but it's in relation to consumer gadgets. When a new building goes up, I'm not seeing reviews that are going, that doorway on the left, and what about the window? And that kind of sensitivity is not there. We are not educated. We don't have a culture of public architectural education. And, what we've got also is a failure of the market. Houses, buildings, streets are not consumer objects. I mean, we buy them. People occasionally buy them. But there is no connection between consumer pressure and market results, so that there is such demand for housing all across the world that you can put up more or less anything, so long as it doesn't leak and has mold in it, it will sell. And so we don't know how to do this business of evaluation.
I wanted to ask why that's happened, because it seems true. People maybe don't really know anything about architecture. I certainly don't really, but I feel like I know an ugly building when I see one.
Absolutely.
And I feel like the way you said that, we've become enamored with ugliness, there's a sense in which that's true, but I want to say who's we there? Because I imagine some people blame this sort of artistic architectural elite who get bored of neoclassicism and go, I've got an idea, let's build this sort of abstract sort of cubism-esque building and stick it next to, the Buckingham Palace or whatever.
Yeah.
And that it's kind of those people, because some people with art, you can't tell someone that something looks bad, but
look, it's broadly, it has many factors.